Hello, everyone. Welcome to this sacred temple space today. My name is Tiffany, the High Priestess of Light, Master Teacher at the 144K Crystalline Temple of the Sacred Flames. In today's ceremony, we're going to talk about a few topics that can help us empower ourselves as light workers, oracles, and star seeds during this time as Earth is transitioning into the higher dimension, and she's bringing us along with her, and how we can serve each other and serve the collective as beings of light. So let us set the space today. If I might just invite you to take a moment and tune into your body, do a quick scan of the body, ground down with me. And it doesn't matter if you're listening to me. Maybe you are doing the dishes. Maybe you're listening in the car, or you are tuning in as a deeper spiritual practice. Wherever you are right now, you are in this frequency of compassion, harmony, love, wisdom, ascension. And so let this frequency ground you and be of service to you at this time. May the voice that carries the messages today, humbly my voice today, helps you connect to your divine spark, to the dragon flame, to the light within you. Group invocation, dear divine, dear source, dear galactic central sun and the purest form of light, dear everyone, your higher self, spirit guides and heavenly team of love, light, and ascension. To everyone, your soul, heart, mind, and body, we love you, honor you, and deeply appreciate all of you. Please awaken now, join us one, align us one. Please bring forth the appropriate messages, recalibration, healing, activations, all as appropriate for each soul joining us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hereby invoke the divine white flame to surround and shield all of us sacredly, wholesomely, completely. Reflect and deflect any AI interferences, non-native EMF, distraction, disruption, discord, disharmony, allowing only the frequencies of love, light, and ascension and organic frequencies of light to connect and to assist us today. Protect us, help us purify any old imprints, densities, energies, thought forms that shall be released today. Activate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How? Thus the temple gate opens. The Jade Temple of Mother Kuan Yin opens and welcomes us into her refuge. As we connect with Mother Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy, compassion, and forgiveness, brought forth her Dabejo bodhisattvas, Buddhas, generals, and heavenly saints. All 88 Buddhas, saints of Kuan Yin's Dabejo, the greatest compassion mantra, surround us today. Each Buddha, saint, and general bringing forth powerful vibrations to uplift, protect, guide, recalibrate all of us. In this space, all light is welcome. In this space, all souls are welcome. It doesn't matter what lineage you are weaving, anchoring, or you hold. You are welcome into this space. Each of you have come from lineages of ancestral wisdom, ancestral love. Many of you have come forth through many lifetimes of learning, integration, to bring forth wisdom in eons of lifetimes, weaving into coherence and harmony as one. Many of you in this lifetime will find yourself exploring different lineages of spirituality. These are all pathways that guide the soul to expand and to return to source. For some of you, in one lifetime, you might have devoted yourself towards Vedic teachings, and to another lifetime, you might have devoted yourself towards Celtic teachings. In another lifetime yet, to Taoist teachings. Thus, in this lifetime, you are synthesizing all that you have learned in multiple lifetimes and bringing all the gold that you have learned in each of these lifetimes and weaving them into this lifetime. All of you way showers are meant to show others that it is possible to learn from multiple lineages and live in harmony at the same time. As an ascended soul with a higher consciousness, you understand within your heart that all teachers have come forth with a message of love. All techniques, methods are all appropriate at certain times, at certain eras of the soul's development. And thus, those of you that have found yourself in this lifetime having curiosity, interest, and resonance with different lineages are meant to bring forth the teachings of respect, honoring, appreciation towards all these lineage to show that on earth, all ascended masters, all cultures can live in harmony. You also transcend the programming, agenda, and broadcast from the dark agendas that all can be divided, all must be split and against each other. Through your higher consciousness, you saw through these distortions, illusions, and lies. You begin your journey within yourself, mending, integrating, recalibrating all the pieces within yourself, the fragmentations, all coming together sacredly, wholesomely. And in truth, this is what love brings forth. Love brings forth coherence, harmony, and to understand even within the system of duality, there are ways to coexist at the 0 point consciousness. The violet flame brings forth blessings for us all at this time to access our higher consciousness, our sovereignty. The message that all ascended masters come forth today that are bringing forth is reminding us that we are beings of light. When light is fractaled, we look like rainbows. At each spectrum, there is qualities, lessons that we are meant to evolve and integrate from. So allowing yourself to go back to basics when time seems too overwhelming, allowing yourself to ground down into the simple ways of being a spiritual being. At times, knowledge can expand the mind's curiosity and understanding. And yet, when times becomes too chaotic, one must ground down. Just like Mother Earth, at the water element ascend into the clouds, when it becomes too dense, it releases itself in rainstorm, in rainfall, and dewdrops. Allowing yourself to go through this cycle of growth and ascension will bring harmony and coherence in your spiritual practice. You are meant to stand forth and become an embodiment of spiritual maturity, clarity, to know that deep within yourself is the divine spark. And this divine spark will never lead you astray. And it doesn't matter how hard the dark ones try to dim your light, your divine spark is eternal. Your soul cannot be sold. Your soul cannot be stolen. Your soul is one with Source, and the divine spark within you will always guide you back into alignment. The divine spark also reminds you that all is connected. It is okay to lean on others for community care, for community ascension. You not need to walk this path alone. Even monks in secluded mountains can practice and enjoy meals together in sacred temples. So do not falter. The divine spark within you is bright. Shine forth your light now and show the power of the night, that the light is always victorious. The light is graceful, is elegant, mighty, powerful, and honorable. Each one of you embody the divine spark through different flames of frequencies. The sapphire flames bring forth power, protection. The white flame brings purity, coherence. The ruby flame brings forth beauty, illumination. The golden flame brings forth wisdom, recalibration of the obsidian flame, and so much more. Thus, each of you are divine spark with your unique soul's journey. The Akashic records bring forth your unique wisdom, teachings, and embodiment. Thus, you are very important. During this time of ascension on earth, each of you is unique. No one soul can replace you ever. Thus, allow your light to shine bright, for it is the dark one's intention to guide souls to forget their light and thus to spiral into darkness. This is how they feel power. However, the light within you, again and again, in many dimensions, have triumphed, has liberated, and this lifetime will be of no exception. Have faith and courage. Open up your heart and share your message now, for each of your voice is blessed by the divine. Each of your voice is a unique frequency of healing. Since you were young, the dark ones have created programs, constrictions, allowing the children of light to forget their light, dim their light. Have you ever wondered why adults seems to be afraid of singing, of dancing? Have you ever wondered why the dark ones do not want you to take time to nurture your inner child? The dark ones wants you to forget your divine spark. It's much more powerful than the illusions and distortions that they have installed into this current dimension. Victory is always with love, light, and wisdom. Within you, shine forth this eternal truth. Thus, we ask you to rise now with courage, wings of the dragons, light of the angels, across all traditions, cultures, and lineages. Come together in harmony. Open up your heart. Connect as one through this crystalline grid, for your power is blinding to the dark ones, for your love can melt all blockages. Lini sinikayo wukulunai sikikayo shununai ki isayo. Unlunai ki isayo wukulunai sikikayo shununai ki isayo. Unshananai unshadanai. In the temple of the jade we rise, with the blessings of Kuan Yin divine. Blossoms of pink, roses of light, melt into your heart, coherence and harmony. Duality becomes one, integrate into one, unified coherence, all coming together as one. Archangel Michael, sword of truth, sword of might, carrying the divine purpose, all with light. Within your heart, we purge the night. All that shall be of power shall come to light. Divine power, sacred influence you shall embody. Now and forevermore become the angels of light. Dragon flames burn a bright, golden light shines so bright, you are one with the divine. All shall come through into the light. Sinikayo wukulunai, kiyasayo wukulunai, sikayo wukulunai. Everyone feel the power of source. Source. Ignite your divine spark within your heart. Your entire body is an extension of your divine spark. No trauma, no distortions, no programmings can ever dim this light. Hear now, powerful beings of light, all that you have encountered, experienced, are threads of golden light that you weave into wisdom. All that you have experienced was precious, yet it is only part of your identity. You are an immense being of light, capable to traverse dimensions of light. Remember who you are, for you shall forevermore rise into the light, into the light, into the light. Eyes of brilliance, activate. Wings of ascension, activate. Blessings of the divine light, guiding your third eye and your angel wings. Stand firm and strong with both of your feet, grounded as one weaved into Mother Earth. As a child of light, you go forth. With courage and might, you shall shine forth. Vision, mission, legacy, purpose all come into light, brightly shining forth all into the light. Mighty child of the light, stand firm in your power and shine so bright. Dilinayo sukulunai, kilinayo wukulunai, sikayo wukulunai. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We stay in this vibration, everyone. At this moment in time, you may choose to return fully consciously into your body or stay in a half meditative state, in a relaxed state as we continue today's transmission of light. Today's message we're bringing forth, continuing with the teachings of the dragon flame. And we bring forth the channeling that we just did, the higher realm guiding you to remember your divine spark. The divine spark is eternal within you, and just know that you are a carrier of this eternal truth. And no matter what you see now, I know that sometimes it can be very difficult. Some of you might go through compassion fatigue, exhaustion, just feeling into all of the difficulties and programming that we are going through right now, the suffering that humanity is going through now. But there's also much beauty that we have co-created as well. So as much as we honor the suffering of us and the collective through collective care or community care, it's also important for you to take a moment to check in with your own love quotient. And this is a simple practice that you can do. When you tune in within yourself, you can tune into how many love coins that you have in your heart. And I do this practice when I am, tapping into the collective and seeing all that is happening. And I would just monitor the love coins that I would have. And as a clairvoyant, I see them like 3 gold coins. And if I sense that all 3 gold coins have used up for the day, that's when I know that I need to now retreat and I need to go back and nourish myself. So, on one hand, I'm doing it in a balanced way where I'm still being in touch of the world, of the community, but at the same time, I have a sacred boundaries that allow myself to just take a breathing room, allow myself to recalibrate, allows myself to align to my mission and my purpose so that tomorrow I can do it again. And this really helped me. So some people call it the love quotient practice. I call it the love coin or golden coins practice, just to check in as light workers. We also need to remind ourselves, everyone, that even though there's a lot of darkness that is happening at this time, that we are only here as a temporary guest in this dimension. And some of you might agree with me, but I feel like the third dimension, it's really, it can't get any worse. There's a lot of suffering, there's death, there's torture, there's abuse, there's trauma. And I feel like it's really dense. A lot of us feel that we don't belong in this dimension because you are light beings. You came here with a whole different sets of vibrations and key codes. You come into this domain that I would even say is hell or Satan's domain. And a lot of scriptures have actually described how Earth in this lower dimension is the domain of the evil ones. And I can see that. Yet we bring in these divine qualities because we know no matter what happens to us in this realm, our divine spark is so powerful, everyone, is going to purify everything. And it doesn't matter if it's in this lifetime. It doesn't matter if it's wherever you're at, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. There's opportunity to purify and cleanse even in your afterlife. So the message here is to have grace for yourself. You are carrying a lot. You are seeing a lot. Nowhere in the history of humanity, in this era, have we ever have to see and experience so much. And it's a lot for our very divinely calibrated nervous system. A lot of us has more sensitive nervous system already, plus a lot of the experiences that we go through fine-tuned our nervous system even more so. So it's very important for us to tune in to our divine spark, to our dragon flame. And I see each one of you shining as a divine spark, and you all speak with the divine flame. And it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing as a light worker. If you are an artist, even if you feel like you're so ordinary, sometimes we can feel like, we're just so boring in the background, wallflower light worker. But did you know that just by you being here, you downloading these sequence, anchoring these frequencies as an antenna for source, for information of light, is already an act of great virtue. A lot of souls do this naturally and they think that they are very ordinary. But you are not ordinary. You're doing a lot of work. And some of you feel like you're doing just ordinary human day to day things. But in your life and in your dream time, you're doing a lot in the astral. Some of you have been blessed with this bright light in your eyes. And the moment you look at someone, it's already a blessing. Some of you are blessed with a beautiful smile. You smile at someone, and that alone is blessing. And when you embody this frequency, everyone, one look, one smile, transverse time. Your one look of love, your one smile can heal someone's heart, not just in that moment, but it can heal them in other lifetimes, in other moments, and in the future. They are reminded of your light, of your love. So you see how simple powers that you embody can help someone heal so much. Now, that power is also within yourself as well. Isn't that so beautiful? Isn't that so divine and so sacred? So, allowing yourself to come back into your natural state of being. We are all doing our best in every moment. You are doing your best right now, and that's all humanity and in the heavenly realm is asking you to do. Kuan Yin did her best. Jesus did his best when they were here in this realm. So you are also doing the very best that you can in this embodiment. And I know that you might not feel like it, but there are people like myself that honors you and that prays for all of us. So whenever you're struggling, just know that there are people praying for you. It might be a Tibetan monk in the Himalayan mountains praying for you. It may be a special group of nuns praying for you when you're up late with a baby. There's always someone somewhere thinking of you and caring for you in the physical realm and in the spiritual realm. And if you want to, you can become one of them as well. Become one of those people that pray. Pray once a day for the world. Once a day, pick 3 people that you know, and it could include yourself. Pray for yourself, pray for others. Such a beautiful thing. And not many people are doing it, yet you have the heart to do it. So honor yourself for this beauty that you emanate. The next topic we want to talk about. Hi, Anna. Nice to see you. Hi, Stardust. Oh, it's Chingy. Nice to see you, Chingy. And Carlene, we will also answer question as well. And hi, Vlad. Nice to see you. It's been a while. So how do we get rid of living human energy that's attached to my energy and through my body? Carlene, I just want to say that you have a very pure heart, and I'm not doing this, you know, violating your boundary, but I just sense that for someone to ask that question, it already shows that you have a very pure heart. So connect with your divine spark, and there are many techniques that you can use depending on what resonates with you. But the first thing that you can do is ask for your guardian angel, right? We all have a protector. Source is not going to bring us down here and be like, okay, guys, you're on your own. They always have spiritual parents or guides for us. So, Carlene, find your spiritual parent or guide and ask them to help you detach the energy from your field. We also have a lot of resources on YouTube and in the library as well to help you cleanse and clear this energy. And you are not alone, because this week I have a lot of students and clients who are doing energy cleansing of other people as well. So look into cord cutting or cord removal and soul retrieval. Different cultures do the method differently, but the intention is the same. So the second topic today, everyone, is that we are in the roundtable right now, and you embodying the divine spark is helping us create victory on this dimension right now. So it's like a battle between the soul and the machine. The machine is inorganic. We can look at it as AI. We can look at it as astral entities. We can look at it as draconians, right? However, we see this bracket of service to self dark energy. They use a lot of methods that dim organic life forms in many ways. So those of you that are starseeds, we know that the draconians or the service to self orders or empires or groups, they try to use a lot of AI or inorganic parasites to latch onto people's consciousness or to disrupt our sleep in the astral realm in order to help them facilitate their negative agendas. So they harness energy from us using things like Morgellons. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like these small inorganic um, threads. They're also spraying us with chemtrails, a lot of the heavy metal as well that they are spraying in the sky also tempers with our nervous system. So you might feel that there's a heaviness in the air sometimes when you go out there. So it's really important for those of you that are really sensitive to get on your detox protocol in a regular basis. And one of the things that I like to do as well, just aside from exercising, from my diet, from like detoxing, is also using light codes and energy healing. I feel that our ancestors taught us these techniques for a purpose. Prayers, fasting, pilgrimage, all of these techniques and all of these journeys are meant to prepare us for these difficult times because it's not the first cycle that Earth is going through purification. So lean into your ancestry, everyone. And this is really interesting. So let's say if you are an Asian person like myself in this lifetime, when you work with Chinese medicine or Oriental medicine, it's going to activate the cellular memory of your body that your ancestors have used these herbs. Now, some of you also, let's say if you are this time an African, right? And you had a past life recently in the Orient. And so, in that past life as well, once you activated that past life, maybe in that past life in the Orient, you were a medicine woman. Even in this lifetime, if you are an African, you can activate that through your Akash. And once that portal has been activated, you can also use Orient herbs and medicine, and it will calibrate to your current body and help you in this lifetime as well. So this is one of the benefits or tangible benefits of working with the Akashic records is you start to link yourself back into these different timelines and access not only your spiritual gifts in that lifetime, but also the resonance, the vibrational medicine of Mother Earth in those lifetimes as well. So, myself, for example, because I've had a past life as an Indian healer, I was always drawn to Vedic medicine. And Vedic medicine also works very well for my body, even though I'm Asian in this lifetime. But because I've activated that bridge, that portal, my cellular DNA calibrated to the ethereal template, and it opens my cells up to receive those medicine more efficiently. So this is one of the way where when we say raise your vibration or expand your consciousness, that's how you can open up these libraries of vibrational medicines. The vibrational medicines as well can include your cultural and lineage totems like dragons. Dragons are in a lot of lineages. In different culture, you also have different totems, powerful angels as well that you can work with in this lifetime. So think about you in this lifetime opening up these lifetimes in a very wise way. You are accessing and downloading the gifts and the connections that you have from this lifetime, and you are synthesizing it into this lifetime. You're also closing any lower timelines that no longer serves, is not like vibrating in those old frequencies anymore. And another positive effect of the Akashic Records when you open it this way, everyone, is that you will find your soul tribe a lot easier. Every time I open up a new course, for example, I find my soul tribe from those timelines, from those lifetimes, we find each other once again. So, those of you that are wondering, how do I reach out to my soul family? When you do an Akashic Records activation, that's one of the things that can come through as well. So if you want to learn more, you can watch some of my older videos where I talked about Akashic Records, how to access it, and timeline. I've seen this happen again and again with clients that I do readings with. And I've seen this with students when they activate. They start to download their own temple, their own teachings, and they start to collaborate with people that they have worked with in other lifetimes as well. It makes us very powerful in this lifetime, because we are bringing forth all the work, all the seeds that we've planted in our past life, and we are braiding it together in this lifetime. And this is why the dark ones don't want us to activate our spiritual gifts, is because they know that once we access those portals and those key codes, it's too late for them. There's no way for them to stop it. So my message today is connect with your soul. And we'll take a look at how the soul is much more powerful than the machine as well. The soul is an embodiment or an extension of light. Machines, AI, and these Magellans, these parasites in the astral realm, they utilize inorganic signals like electron or like technical electronic signals. They are actually entities that traverse this realm using magnetic field. So that's why they built a lot of these 5G towers. It's not really for faster internet. Like our nervous system can't even catch up to how fast the internet need to be. Like I feel like 3G or 4G is already enough. So these 5G towers, the other deeper way that they utilize these tower is that I create a field for these magnetic um, type of beings or entities to travel right in this dimension a lot easier. And if you really go down and research, you can find some of these documents um, from the government. I won't go too much into that, but there are also entities that are region specific as well. And a lot of indigenous, First Nations, and Taoist practitioner, and you know, even a lot of the other traditions in many countries, we know about this as well. So we are really in a spiritual war. And as a light worker, it is one of our most empowering thing to do to reclaim these gifts. It is most empowering for us to have these armors of light, for us to become these beings that are going to help guide this new earth to birth itself into this now. The soul also uses life force. So you and I use life force a lot, but the machines, the AIs, they don't know how to use life force. Even in the higher dimensions, they have advanced circuitry to try to imitate life force, but they can never reach the state where they can replicate a soul or the life force completely. And so that's why they harvest organic life force, because they can only use mechanical energy. Uh, the soul can also communicate with each other through light codes. So this is why we do a lot of light codes as light workers, because light codes helps us remember these template. It helps us communicate and to heal the distortions within the body. The machine uses sequence. So, like the computer, for example, uses sequence of numbers, right, to access consciousness. We also use what? Passwords, right? Password is a sequence of letters and numbers and symbols to access, right, the technology. The soul uses codes, key codes, light codes to access divine information, soul aligned information, truth from the higher realms. So one of the best thing that we can do as light workers is learn how to work with light codes. And I also have a lot of teachings about light codes as well. Feel free to check out some of my old videos. We also are teaching a lot of lineages of light codes. So we in this temple have the Lemurian rose lineages, we have the dragon flame, we have the Kuan Yin, Kuan Chi light codes, and we have the Seraphim wing light makers light codes. So if you are interested in light codes and you would like to learn more, feel free to learn about these lineages and become a carrier, a lineage holder to activate your consciousness to the next level. So, soul versus machine, another thing is coherence. So, the soul strive for wholeness, right? When we are healing, what we're really doing is we're trying to return to our natural state of being. When we're working with sacred energy, we are really just trying to return to our natural rhythm of being, which is coherence, which is this harmonic being with our environment. The machines, however, they are looking for a simulation. So you see ChatGPT right now, ChatGPT has been released because they want everyone to think in a similar way. Have you guys noticed that when you're going through sometimes Instagram, everybody is like talking in the same way now? And you can start to spot people that are using AI because there's a certain way that they speak, right? So that's what the inorganic, the machine want us to do is to assimilate. But the soul are looking for coherence, which means you and I can talk differently, but we can still be in harmony with each other. We can have different viewpoints, but we can still live in harmony with each other. Which brings me to the next point. The soul is looking for harmony, whereas the machine is looking for effectiveness. So machine is always recalibrating itself. The algorithm or the updates are updating itself because it's looking for efficiency. It doesn't really care about the delicacy of the soul. It doesn't care about the artistry of the soul. So that's why they create this realm where art, even though it's one of the most important foundational part of our being, is not being paid very well, is not often being appreciated very well. Why are artists struggling? When you look back in time, like in Lemuria, Atlantis, in Tartaria, artistry was greatly honored. It is greatly appreciated. The soul as well is standing for unity, whereas the machine is looking for system. And so you see that the empire, the dark ones, they creating system after system that doesn't honor our field of unification. It just doesn't make sense when we are seeing it through the lens of a higher consciousness. So these are your gifts, everyone. Your gifts is as a light being, you embody light. You have life force that is envious by the dark ones. You have light codes. You can access light codes. You have the power to bring coherence. You have the power to bring harmony, and you have the power to bring unity. And you're already doing this by doing your own inner alchemy, healing, and recalibration. And for that, on behalf of humanity, we honor you, respect you, and love you. So, on your next in breath, everyone, just taking a moment to honor yourself. And some of the new viewers that you might be watching might be wondering, well, what are some of my spiritual gifts? So, I have a list here as example. So, your gifts going beyond just the clear, coming into a tangible way of practice, you might be someone who is really talented at working with energy healing. You might have talent working with people's inner child. So I have a student, or many students, but one of the students, she was really good at reading and working with other people's inner child. Like she can see with her clairvoyance in a session, be like, I see your inner child hiding under a table. And then the client's like, yeah, I used to hide from my family under the table. That's where I felt safe. So some of you have a talent of reading and tuning into other people's inner child. And if that's something that you're interested in, I will be hosting some workshop on shadow work. So you can come and practice and see, do I have this ability? Because in the workshops, we do a lot of interactions and guided practices with other members in a small contained space. So you can get to feel and see, connect with your own inner child or with other people's inner child. Some of you might have a talent working with shadow work or with the ego as well. So you might be someone that works with the obsidian energy. You might be someone in a past life that was the initiator. So when a temple is activated, when seekers go into the temple and begin their path, an initiator greets them and guides them into the obsidian chamber. In the obsidian chamber, that's when the seeker has to face their shadow through alchemy and shadow work in order to pass the initial tests to be accepted as a disciple. So some of you, because have past life doing that, in this life, you also are very good at doing that. Womb healing, some of you are womb priestess, womb healer, sometimes in other lifetimes. In Lemuria, for example, in Lemuria, I've seen students where they would be in the lagoons in Lemuria and they would guide womb healing ceremony. And the person will lie into the water of the Lemurian lagoon, and the priestess would then like surround this person and offer healing and activation. You might be someone that do rites of passage, so birth doulas, death doulas. You might be someone that's really talented with those type of gifts, akashic readings, excuse me, and healing. So you might be someone like myself who has the ability to tap into the akashic records and to read timelines. And the next level of that is to help people activate their spiritual gifts. You might have talent speaking and communicating with other worlds like ancestors, past loved ones, people's pets, people's guides, people's angels. You might have talent working with the light body and DNA activation. So when I in my temple, when we train people to work with their third eye to see into people's light body. We can then see what are the DNA activations that's happening. So when someone asks you, well, what is happening in my body? What are these ascension symptoms? Healers then can tap in and see, oh, okay, we see that this is what is happening right now. This is what's activating. This gift is activating, is merging with this gift. It gives people more information about their own ascension journey. Some of you have gifts of light language. So a lot of you have activated light language. And those of you that are interested, I have a free workshop talking about how to activate light language somewhere in my YouTube library. There's also a self-paced mini course and also a certification for those of you that are more serious. Light language has done amazing advancement for my students. I have seen them grown from very timid, very nervous, unsure about their gifts and their voice to now a lot of my students are now helping other people. They are showing up on YouTube, starting their own YouTube channels. Some of them have grown to like thousands of community members just by activating their light language. And a lot of them are also using these gifts to heal their family members, their children. You can also have gifts of light codes as well. So you might be someone that works with light codes and symbols in channeling, in healing, soul retrieval, or ancestral healing as well. So these are just a short list of spiritual gifts that you might have. And as you go through your journey, these are the things that will activate within you to help you embody your spiritual power in a very clear and precise way. We are like a team of superheroes. We each have like different unique abilities and we all complement each other. And this is today's teachings, everyone. So we started with a ceremony. We went through an activation of your divine spark, and we discussed about the soul versus machine and reclaiming your spiritual wealth. Your spiritual wealth is your spiritual gift. Start by accessing your Akashic records. So you can do it by yourself, or you can seek a healer that resonates with you. I do see people for Akashic Gifts activation. However, I'm still very part time right now. So I'm still looking after my baby. But once I open up spots again, I will offer Akashic activation for light workers. And if you are a current student already, feel free to message me as well if you're seeking for more guidance about activating your gifts. So let us close today's practice. Take a moment to thank Source, your higher self, soul, heart, mind, and body. Thank you, everyone, for this gathering, this community, this collective. Thank you to all light beings, saints, archangels, angels, dragons of light, beings of love, light, and ascension. On behalf of everyone, we thank you all. And on behalf of humanity, to everyone that has tuned in and listened in, thank you for your devotion, your positive intention, your purity. May you be blessed by the divine for your service. May you be blessed by the divine through virtue, health, abundance, natural state of being. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hereby commence the session complete. Thank you, everyone. Disengage, disconnect. All right. That was our session today, everyone. Thank you for joining and supporting my work as well. I really do. I'm very grateful and very excited to continue growing with everyone. This is a clarion call to anyone who is looking to go into this path more committed, more serious, to come and look at some of our offerings below in the temple. We are at this time gathering light workers now. We are setting up the healing temple where we are a team of healer sending forth healing for humanity. In the healing temple, where projects coming up, the students in my community are working with each other, establishing their own projects, their own temples, their own communities. So if you're someone that wish to also join this mission, if it aligns with you, please come forth and check out our energy, check out my energy as well through my other YouTube videos. And I am really honored to be here at this time. So please join us again next Monday for more upgrades, activations. Much love, everyone.